Hello guys, welcome once again to Sound Check Studio GH. It's your guy Kenneth. Today I'm here with another video. We are going to talk about what is frequency cancellation and what is comb filtering. Okay, we are going to use one stone to kill two birds. Okay, it's been a while I released a video. Should in case you want me to visit your church, your venue to work for you, you can contact me on +233 574 40 74 47. Okay, I'm repeating the number again, +233 574 40 74 47. Contact me, let's talk about business. Let's dive in. Before we start, today I'm going to use two softwares. That is my DAW, that is Reaper, and I will use my measurement system, that is Smart. Okay, I will use Smart, and we will see what we can do. Okay, so let's go and read what is frequency cancellation. Let's read it here. It says frequency cancellation is when two sine waves of the same frequency are not reaching a single or multiple pickup source at the same time, which results in reduction of sound of the summed signals. If you are a bit confused by this so far, don't worry. We are dealing with physics and it is pretty technical. And yes, that is true. You shouldn't be confused. Let's try this one down here. It says, how do frequencies cancel out? Where the wave on one signal is in its peak and another is simultaneously in the trough, because the peaks and valleys are out of sync, they work against each other rather than supporting each other. The frequencies are cancelled out and acoustically it causes a weak sound. Okay, so let's check our DAW. I said I'm using Reaper, and for this video to be interesting, I'm using a pink a sine sweep generator in my DAW, and we are going to do a whole lot of things. So I think this video will be a bit longer, but stay tuned because we are going to learn something cool today. Okay, yes, maybe you have heard of frequency cancellation, but you don't know how it sounds like, or you have heard of comb filtering, but you don't know how it sounds like. Today I'm going to let you see how they are and how they sounds like. Okay, let's dive in. So I'm using this pink sweep. Let's listen to it. All right, so you heard it. It was sweeping from 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Okay, so it was just like, then it was going. Right. So what I've done is look at where my mouse cursor is. I have duplicated this. I have duplicated this sine sweep generator and bring it here. Okay, to a different level. Now let's see how sine wave works. Every frequency, for it to complete a cycle, it will start at 0 degrees. Okay, let's say we have flat line, okay, or horizontal line. So it will start at 0 degrees, 90 degrees. That is where its peak is. Then it will come back to its resting area, that is 180 degrees. Then it will go back to its null, that is 270. Then it will go back to 360 where it will rest. Okay, so it's like 0, 90, 180, 270, and 360. Right? Good. So since you have gotten this idea, I know you have. If you don't, please just Google how sine wave operates. Okay, it's just like 0, 180, 0, 90, 180, then 270 and 360. Then it have complete its full cycle. Okay, good. So since you have heard this sine wave of a tone, let's listen to the duplicate channel. And right now, what I'll do is, since the original source is going 0, 90, 180, 270, 360, I will invert the phase, meaning I will turn one around, okay? So since this is going 180, 090 in positive, I will invert the phase and swap the phase 180 degrees out of phase. So meaning, we have a circle of 360 degrees. So if I say 180, so 180 is positive and another 180 is negative. So when we sum these two together, it will be like I have draw a line in the circle, meaning they have cancelled out, okay? They have cancelled out. Let's take it into practice, then you understand what I want to say. So I have these two sine waves. So now I have the copy and I have the original. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to invert the phase on the copied channel, okay? The duplicated channel. So now listen to what happens. Hold on. Something is wrong. Okay. So for you to do it, you have to let the fader be the same, okay? So I'm taking the face out. And you see you have the peak that is sweeping from 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz. I'm inverting the face again. No sound. What is happening? Because this channel right here is traveling from 0, 90, 180. And I've copied the same signal, but I have shifted the phase. So since this one is going 0, 90, 180, the second channel 2 is doing 0, 180, 0, 90, 180, but let's say at negative. So let's say the down one, this one is negative and the other one is positive, okay? Let me take the phase out again. And the original signal is working. I'm inverting the phase again. And no sound. So it goes according to what this is saying. It says where the wave on one signal is in its peak, another is simultaneously in its trough. Because the peaks and valleys are out of sync, they work against each other rather than supporting each other. The frequency cancellations are cancelled out acoustically because it causes a weak sound, okay? So yes, you see, we are having a weak sound here. Although, you see, there's a signal generator going on here and there's a volume going. At my master fader, you don't see any output on when I stop talking. Just watch. Yes, because now we are having a weak sound. So they are not in sync with each other, although they are the same frequencies. Okay, let me take the phase out again. Let me put it back. Okay, so since we have been able to do this like this, let's say if we try to reduce this volume a little bit, what happens? It is working, okay? The phase is inverted, but yes, we can hear the sound, but it is not the actual sound that you are hearing. It is not the actual sound. I'm going to solo the original sound, then listen. You see, that's how the original should sound like. Listen to the original signal again. The two. You even see that when I add the one that the phase is inverted, the peak here reduces in volume. look at it, and I'll just solo the single track. This is two tracks working, okay? So we have two pink sweep working. But when I solo one, that one gain more volume than or more amplitude than the two because they are canceling out. So just look at it. I'm soloing it. Okay. So right now, I think you have perfectly understand what I'm trying to say. So when you take the same signal, then you reverse one, surely it will cancel out. And this actually happens a lot in whatever we do, okay? Let's say I have a PA system and I'm at maybe I have a two full range stack speakers and I have the same not the same frequency coming out of these two speakers, and one is out of phase or one is not in time with the other, they cancel out, okay? So no matter what you do, you won't get the actual sound that you are searching for because that frequency is actually canceling out, okay? So let's say right now, I have this in a full spectrum of 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz, and I duplicate it, and they are all canceling out, meaning I won't have any sound at all. So when we say frequency cancellation, this is the typical example I can give you, okay? This shows, this is frequency cancellation right now. They are on the same level, okay? And I will mute it. And as they travel together, you are hearing this because one fader is actually one sound is actually on. Let's see. Okay. So let's put this at let's say negative 16. This one too here should be negative 16. So this one should be at negative 16 and I did it plus 16. So negative 16. Okay. So let me unmute this and no sound. Okay. They are in level. Okay. So since this one it reaches, let's say, like 10 dB, and the one that is 180 degrees out of phase is also 10 dB, and we sum the two together, they will cancel out. Okay. So when we speak of frequency cancellation, this is the example. Although these two signals are working, but no sound at all. Let me mute one. And you can hear the other. Let me mute this one too. Then bring this one in. You can hear them, okay? Individual, you can hear them. But when you sum these two together, they will cancel out, okay? When you sum them together, they will cancel out. No sound. No sound. Let me mute one. And you hear sound, okay? Right now, let me take the phase out, then we see. And we have the original signal working, okay? Right now we have the original signal working. Good. So right now I think perfectly you understand what is frequency cancellation, okay? Good. Let's dive in and check what is comb filtering. Okay? Yeah. So let's read. What is comb filtering theory? Comb filtering occurs when a sound adds to itself within a short time interval. This interval typically ranges from less than 1 millisecond to approximately 25 milliseconds. Comb filtering can emerge in two ways: due to reflections, underline this word, reflections, because because more than one microphone is open and picking up the same signal at different position. Good. So I think with this we are good to go. Then let's see if you have. Okay, from Wikipedia it says COM filters exist in two forms: feed forward and feed back, which refers to the direction in which signals are delayed before they are added to the input. Good. So let's come back to our DAW, and I will bring in my sine wave, then we'll see what we can do. This is the original sound of the sine wave, okay? So right now what I'm going to do is I have this time in Reaper, okay? I have this time in Reaper. So we know each wavelength have the time they takes to complete their wavelength, okay? Yes. So let's say 1000 hertz, okay? 1000 hertz takes 1 millisecond to complete a cycle. So let me input 1 milliseconds on this time, meaning I'm delaying the signal. Then let's see the frequencies that will be affected, okay? So you see it will start from 500 and it will start bouncing, bouncing, bouncing. So you actually understand the word com filtering. So let me bring it in, then you see. Let me start. Sorry, I have not activated it. Let me activate it, then we will start. Okay. So I guess right now you understand this too. Okay. You saw the how the sine wave was jumping from 500, like yes, because when it reaches some frequency it will have a peak. When it reaches another frequency it will have a null, okay, or a dip. So same process will be repeating itself throughout the spectrum, okay. Now let's say I will add in like a frequency that's okay. Let's try 500 hertz. You see, on the 1K of filtering, it started from 500. So let's start. Let's check the frequency that 500 completed cycle. That is 2 milliseconds. So let me key in 2 milliseconds. Then 2 milliseconds. Then let's start the noise. Then we will see what happens. So right now, what I've done is that digitally I have shifted the filtering from one frequency to another. Okay. At first it was on 1K and right now it's actually on 500 hertz. Okay. So you saw how it was behaving, right? You saw how it was behaving. So let's do another one by checking the amount it takes 2K to complete this cycle. Let's see where how the this thing will start. Okay, so let me, that is 0.05 for 2K to complete a cycle. That is 2000. So let me bring the noise in again, then you know. It's 0.05 and I did a 0.0. So that is it. This is how it should be. And in terms of let's let's start. So you see, although I'm doing a thing on 2K right now, okay. I started a competition at 2K, but it started on 1K. So the frequency that will be actually be will cause the comp filtering. It will affect the frequency below it. Okay, it will affect it. Let's check 80 hertz. So it takes 12.5 for 80 hertz to complete a cycle. So let's do 80 hertz, and I will start the ninth. Then we will know what to do. All right. So right now, I think you have gotten the idea. I just want you to get the idea, okay? I just want you to get the idea. So I was using pink sweep to do this, okay? What if I use pink noise because that one is on full spectrum, okay? It's on full spectrum. So let's use pink noise to do it. Then we'll see how it will react, okay? So I have the pink noise. Then let me hide this. I'm bringing in the pink noise. So this is how actually they sound like, okay? This is how pink noise sounds like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in and I'll keep quiet and I'll bring in 1 millisecond. That's the frequency it takes for 1K to complete a cycle or 1000 hertz to complete a cycle. And you will see what will happen to the signal. Remember, pink noise is at the same amplitude and they start at the same acoustical phase or time. Okay, so I'm bringing it in. Then we start. I'm keying the frequency. I'm hitting enter. Right now, you see what happens. Look at my mouse cursor. So you saw the peaks and the nulls, okay? Yes. This is what actually the sine sweep was doing, okay? So you see it was jumping like shoo, shoo, shoo. Yes, of course. And the pink noise, it will actually stay at the same amplitude, but it will show you where it is canceling out. Now, let's go to my measurement software and let's see the measurement that I will have a good example of comb filtering. Then you will know what to do. Then yeah, let's use this one. You see, starting from 1K here, and we have this frequency here, and you see from then we have this peak and nose here, okay? Especially here, you see it most, okay? At 2K, you see it most, and you see it will just have these peaks and nose, and it's everywhere, okay? You get this in every room you find yourself in. You get this in every room you find yourself in. Another one, two here. Uh, then I have this calm filtering, okay? So how can you solve this calm filtering, okay? Um, if you are in a given room, okay, you have to treat the room by, taking proper measurements and treating the room acoustically by, hanging acoustical panels or whatever needed for that room. In this case, when the sound travels out of the speaker, Then the acoustical panel will help as a damping material. It will absorb the sound, okay, or it will diffuse the sound in order not for the sound to hit and reflect. Remember in our reading, we saw reflect, okay? So I said underline the word reflection, okay? So where is it? Yeah, there is it. Due to reflections, okay? Good. So that's it. You don't have to um you don't have to let the room have reverberations or any hard surface. So you have to treat the room, okay? So I typically we have image here. Look at where my mouse cursor is even, and you see that was what I was showing you using the pink noise. It's the same thing, okay? So this is what comforting is, and um, to my smart people or to the beginners that uses smart, please, when you see something like this it is comb filtering. So don't bother trying to do something like I want to EQ it or I want to do something like that, or you are actually disturbing yourself. Okay. So let's go back to my DAW then. We can wrap this up. So what if let's run the pink noise again and I will do 2 milliseconds of delay to the signal and we will know what's next. There's a pink noise and I'm going to bring in the 2 milliseconds delay. So actually, you even hear how it sounds. Okay, it sounds like I don't know how to say it. Like, is it digitally something something? That's they call it. I don't know. This is how it sounds like artificially digitally or something like that. Okay, like you are trying to extract music from something. Sometimes they sound this way. Okay, so this is com filter. Right now, this is com filter of 500 hertz. Okay, right now, let's do 3 milliseconds of delay to the signal, then we see what happens. I have shifted the computer from one side to another. Let's go higher in frequency. Let's do 2K of computer, then we see. You see how nasty it is. And let's say to my smart people, you do something like you see something like this and you want to EQ it, it won't work because actually it is error that is happening in the given space. So if you want to repair it, it won't work. So I'll use EQ to I'll use EQ and try to bring this tape up and we'll see what happens. You see, no matter what I try, it's not coming up. I have boosted this parametric EQ 9 dB, but still nothing is coming. Let's boost the place that it will work. Okay, that the comfort, the frequency that the comfort is not affecting. Let's come here. You see, so the actual frequency that the comfort is affecting, no matter what you do, you can't EQ it. Okay, You cannot EQ a comp filter. So the right thing must be done, okay, by following the process or the steps that you can use to correct it. So I said if you are in a room, make sure you have treated the room. And if you are using two stack full range speakers, make sure you have let them have space interval between them, okay? Let them have space between them to avoid frequency cancellation or comp filtering. Let's do uh, another thing here by let's do another thing here. Let me send the pink sine sweep, the sine sweep, and I will add it into delay, like I mean reverb, okay, delay. So let's bring this time out and let's use this delay, okay. Sorry, let's use this delay, okay, of 300 milliseconds. So I'm sending the sine sweep to a delay. Then we'll see what happens. So let's listen to the original signal. And now I'm adding in the delay. Sorry. Let me do it this way. Feedback. Then so in real world, this happens. Let me do it 200. Let me see. Let's do 400. So you see, when you have the original signal and the one that is already in the room is also coming back to meet the original signal, you see what happens? You saw what happened, right? So when you have a reflective sound coming back to the original source, this is what happens. They cancel out. They cancel out. So after bouncing back, you see what happens here. That's what I want you to just watch. When they bounce back, that what happens here. Okay, that's the real problem. All right. So I think this video, we are done with this video. Right now, you understand practically. You understand what frequency cancellation is. And right now, I have given you several examples on what comp filtering is. So I think you know the difference between frequency cancellation and comp filtering and how you can solve it. Okay, as I said, in your room, treat it. In your speakers, face it very well for you not to get frequency cancellation or comp filtering, or when placing instruments or multiple microphones on a given instrument, make sure you have marked them well, okay, for them to be in phase and in time. Good. I don't want this video to be long, but right now it is. So I think this will be the end of this video. If you want to subscribe to this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm always doing something like this, okay? And should in case you want me to visit your venue, your church, your club, your pub, your programs, for me to optimize your system, to engineer your program as A1, A2, you can contact me on +233 574 40 74 47. Thank you. My name is Engineer Kenneth, and thanks again for visiting my YouTube page. See you on another one. Goodbye.